This is breaking news from ThailandTV.news. Now all the Thailand news is in one place. The latest reports from around the clock and around the world. Breaking Thailand news from all the world's top news sources, translated into 11 languages and updated 24 hours a day. Here's Ali with more.
ThailandTV.news has it all. The latest news, weather and sports updates, plus up-to-the-minute events listings and fun things to do in Thailand. And that's not all. There's also entertainment, lifestyle, and travel news, including the latest visa information. If it's happening in Thailand, you'll find it here at ThailandTV.news.
It's all here at ThailandTV.news. All the latest news, weather, sports, they even cover ice hockey. It's all done at ThailandTV.news. Yes, it's all the Thailand news, all in one place.
And you're looking live from Bangkok, Thailand at Mega Bang Na in the Sub-Zero Ice Arena. Hello everyone, I'm Keith Mueller. I'll be your director this evening. And let's get our crew in here tonight. We've got Zach Block is back and Scotty is back here. And this is for the Elite this is the Elite Bronze game, and then we'll coming up next after that the Elite Championships game. So two good games tonight. And gentlemen, I'm going to be directing, so take it away.
Thank you very much, Keith. Got it right this time. It's an exciting game. No, it was the nerves, Keith, right? I hadn't been on camera in so long.
This is your 100th game now or something.
Is it?
I
haven't been keeping track.
Could be.
When you're having so much fun. Anyway, as Keith alluded to, we are in the bronze medal game. So for our viewers, in red is the Canstars, and in the dark with the yellow, kind of like almost like a Boston Bruins style, we have the Big Bulls. And I was just looking through the rosters there, Scotty, and I noticed, I know personally, and you know personally, most of the Big Bulls, there's a lot of SHL veterans there as well, but I wasn't too familiar with the Canstars.
Well, you've got a couple. You've got Moo, who you know.
I know Moo.
Moo's wearing number 26 out there, and number 13 is Tom. Mm-hmm. He hasn't played in the SHL, but he's a former veteran of the Thai national team and a long-time player, very very similar to Moo. And I do believe they've got Tar too, another veteran. So they've got three veteran players and then a bunch of young kids, to be honest. Whereas, as you're right, Zach, most of the Big Bull guys are players that we've known and played with over in the SHL, including Harrison, who you just waved to.
Just for our viewers, some people to keep an eye on the black, the Big Bulls. Mike Friesen, captain of Novotel, is one to definitely watch out for. Excellent player. You just mentioned Harrison Ostermal, captain of last year. His team was Peak. That was 2 seasons ago.
Right, KCG
last year. Thank you. Alistair Forsett, he plays quite well. Dream in net is the goaltender. Last year he was goaltender for CM Mandalay. Who else? Ken Kinborn, great defenseman, plays for the Thai national team. Poo's on the Thai national team. SHL president John Chifnowski's on the team. So we got a lot of familiar faces there.
I don't see Ken, though. I don't think.
You don't see Ken? He's on our roster, but he might not be playing tonight.
I think he's in Phuket.
Oh, okay. So Ken's not playing. That's actually going to be a pretty big loss if they don't have Ken. He's one of the better players.
No, for sure, but it's a pretty stacked roster.
Besides Ken, it's definitely a stacked roster. I think, personally, I'm going to be looking for who scores first.
Okay.
And who can carry momentum into the middle and final periods. That's what I'm going to be looking for.
Okay, yeah, it's going to be very interesting. You mentioned we've got 2 former SHL captains on the Big Bull squad, Friesen and Oztamel. And it's really going to be a question of the experience versus the youth on this, because Canstars got a lot of really good young players with a lot of speed, whereas Big Bulls have a lot of guys with experience and know where to play and how to play. They've also got Poo, number 14, who's a young rising star on the Thai national team and played quite well in the tournament in South Africa recently.
Yeah, for those of you who are interested and want to watch some more free hockey on YouTube, the International Ice Hockey Federation free tournament.
Very wrong, Zach. Number 55, Ken, he is here.
Okay.
He's been away for a few weeks, but it looks like he's come right back in, so he can control a game all by himself.
True. Friesen, captain of Novotel in SHL, is got the puck. He rings it around behind the Canstars net. Canstars defenseman rings it right back around to Alex Phelps. Throws it down deep. Good shot and a rebound. Good save there by the Canstars goaltender. It's going to be either Pop or us. I'm not sure. Another shot. So 2 early shots there by the Big Bulls, but now the Canstars breaking out. Good play off the boards, but that was nicely broken up by Alex Phelps. Cross to Friesen. Mike Friesen stops at the blue line. Checks. Throws it down low. Bounce off the end boards. Up to the far boards. Canstars player gets it out. Puck back into the center ice area.
Ken just ragging the puck now.
Yep, circling back, looking for an opportunity.
He makes it look so easy.
He's such a fluid skater.
Look at that. It's a very fast pace early on here. Both teams really,
that pass a little bit behind Phelps. He had to turn back here. Canstars doing a good job here of having some good forecheck to get possession. They throw it back to their blue line. Cross again, D to D. Through the center. Nice tap, but that was broken up well by Kinborn.
Now, ironically, Kinborn's wearing a white helmet tonight. The only one on his team that's not wearing dark black. The owner of this team, Pratch, has a very strong color code in terms of what you wear. I'm not sure how Kinborn got away with a white helmet, but I guess when you're as good as Ken, it doesn't matter what you put on your head.
Harrison on the ice now.
Zach, we do have one interesting spectator tonight. We've got Rory Rollick, who used to play in the American Hockey League. He played for the Hartford Wolfpack. Best friends of Johnny Boychuk. He's actually playing in the next game, and I was hoping that maybe you could get in a few minutes with him if I can get him before he goes away. Just wait a second.
For our casual viewers, the AHL, American Hockey League, is kind of like the minor league equivalent of the NHL. Still very high-quality professional players, many of whom will eventually play in the NHL, although not all. And Rory, as Scott alluded to, living here in Thailand now, and he's going to be playing in the follow-up game tonight for G25 in the gold medal game. Shot there by Canstars, gloved by Dream. We get a stoppage. And with the stoppage, we're going to have an opportunity to look at the roster for the Canstars. Thank you, Keith.
Sure. Well, taking a look at we've got pretty much an all-Thai team that I'm looking at here. Is that pretty much what you're seeing, a highlight?
Yes, I believe it is an entirely Thai team. Yeah, we're doing great. Welcome to the broadcast, Rory. By the way, I'm Zach. Nice to finally meet you. I've heard a lot about you.
Oh, hopefully good stuff.
All great.
All right.
I heard jokingly that you said to somebody in remarks that, man, Rory, you're so good. And you said, yeah, well, I'm only skating 50%.
Yeah, well, maybe 60.
So you've played against both these squads. What do you think that the Big Bulls in black have to do to be successful tonight in the bronze game?
Well, you know, on this small ice, you never know, right? So getting the puck to the net is always key when you're in a little rink like this. It looks like the water is a bit of a problem right now.
It's a little wet tonight, yeah.
But yeah, just I mean, anywhere is a good shot on this rink.
Good. And conversely for the Canstars, the Thai team, instead of the experience of the Big Bulls, they've got a lot of speed, a lot of youth. What do you think they could do?
Yes, you know, same kind of thing. They got to get the pucks to the net, but they got to. That didn't help.
No, it didn't.
But
nice
yeah,
shot and score there.
Just drive the net. You know, get to the net, get pucks to the net, get rebounds, and you know, again, it's small quarters here, so you can't turn up a shot.
And right as Rory was saying that, following up almost ESP, we had a shot on goal followed up by number 9 there, and the Big Bulls, unfortunately his name is in Thai, and I can't read Thai, but number 9 for the Big Bulls scored on the rebound there. Nice backhander. And that's 1-0 Big Bulls with 13 minutes remaining in the first period. Shots on goal are 4-2 in favor of the Big Bulls. Canstars now looking to break in. Offsides. Yeah, definitely as a casual, hockey observer but a fan, I think that's one of the biggest things in these semi-professional, amateur leagues is just getting traffic in front of the net, crashing the net, trying to get some rebounds. Always seems to be pretty effective. And I've watched Dream play a lot. He's the Thai national team goaltender. That always seems to kind of get in his cage a little bit if you can kind of get him out of his positioning, break his line of sight.
Yeah, for sure. I mean,
got a breakaway chance here. Good save by the Canstars, but followed up on the rebound. That's another goal. That hurts.
Those rebounds.
That one by Friesen, I believe, number 10, captain of the Novotel Spitfires last season in SHL. I believe will be captain this season as well. So quick work from the Big Bulls. 2 goals in a minute's time. It's 2-0 with 12 minutes remaining in the first. Canstars going to need to try and bounce back, get some momentum. Long shot wide near the boards in front of us. Phelps being harassed here by the Canstars, but he gets it out. Trying to break into the zone. Puck going back and forth between both squads. Friesen now taps back to his D-man. I believe that's Kimborn. No, that's not. I'm sorry. That is 65. Oat. Friesen still with the puck here at the near boards in front of us. Trying to break in. Delaying. Good drop pass to Phelps there. Phelps ringing around, trying centering pass. Shot. That comes out now. Canstars looking to break out. They're going to have a chance here. Good shot and a save by Dream. Well done, Dream. 26 had a good shot there. Down low, high slot. Not able to get a clean look. So you're relatively new to Thailand here, Roy. What's been the most enjoyable thing you've experienced here? What do you think?
Or the second most enjoyable.
Or second, besides hockey, of course.
Yeah, everything's been hockey. That's my life. 24/7. I'm coaching. I'm playing. I'm doing something with hockey. So, but yeah, I was, going with the national team there to South Africa. Getting a silver there. That was a fun experience and definitely one you remember. And had a chance to hit up a couple of the islands when I had a week off there. So,
where'd you go?
Went to Phuket and Koh Phangan. Mm-hmm. I don't think I'm saying that right.
Koh Phangan, you got it right.
Yeah. So that was cool. But yeah, just being in the city and trying to stay alive on my motorbike every day has been challenging. But so far so good.
Even for veterans, it's a challenge. I'm glad you got to go to South Africa. I watched that on the internet. It was really great. For those viewers who are curious, free on YouTube, you can watch the IIHF tournament there. It was between South Africa, Thailand, and Bosnia-Herzegovina. And as Rory just said, Thailand got silver. It was a great tournament, a lot of fun to watch. I was really impressed with the composure of the Thai squad. They have a lot of speed on that team. What do you look at as a hockey player yourself, a former professional, in that team, the Thailand national team?
Yeah, I mean, for a team like that, I mean, leading into it, we didn't, with the COVID stuff and everything, we didn't have as much time practicing as we'd like. But I think in the short time we did have, for myself, I tried to bring a lot of the drills and experience, and just even talking with the guys, in a short tournament like that, you never know. So. Obviously, as far as our fitness level, we would have liked to go into there on a higher level, but for what we had, everyone did a really good job, and it was a good job by all the players that were involved.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun to watch, like I said, and unfortunately that final game was tough. You guys had Thailand, I should say, had about a 4-goal advantage, I believe, and if they would have maintained that, I think they would have won the tournament. But unfortunately, South Africa came back in that game.
No, it was actually the other way.
It was the other way. Okay.
We needed to score. We needed to beat them by 5.
By 5. Okay.
By 5. So, we actually came out and I put a system together that was kind of high offense, trying to catch them off their guard, and the guys executed it really well, and it was exciting. We went up 4-0 actually, and then we had to push. So we actually, when we were leading, we actually pulled our goalie, and they scored 2 empty net goals because that aggregate, that 5-goal aggregate.
Sure.
So it was an uphill battle right from the puck drop, but it was still nice to win that game.
Of course. Have some of those players here tonight on both squads.
Yeah, it's good seeing them out there and getting back on the ice again, and hopefully they'll be ready to go when things start up again.
So you said you've been here a little while, you got to go to some of the islands. What's maybe the next place you'd like to visit or thing that you'd like to do here that you haven't been able to do yet in Thailand?
Yeah, I'm not sure 100%. Just like I said, everything is hockey, so you're at the rink. So anytime you get to the ocean and see the sand and just kind of take it easy, that seems to be the thing to do in Thailand when you have a break. So
Sure.
Maybe there's some things that people can give me some tips on things I need to see or do.
Sure. I think what you've done already is a good start, going to Phuket, going to Koh Phangan. Those are fun. I would suggest to you, if you enjoy scuba diving, there's some world-class scuba diving here. Or if you've never been before, you have an opportunity.
I actually, I really, really want to do that. I love the water. I love swimming. My only thing is sharks. That's it. That's in my head. But
You're pretty safe here.
I want to get over that hump, and I want to see one, but maybe not too close. But that's definitely something I want. That's on the bucket list of things to do. Yeah.
Well, this would be a place to do that. I'm a dive master in Patty. Yep. And so I've been over almost 200 dives here in Thailand.
Wow. So you can take me then.
I could actually take you if you want to.
This is an invitation right now.
This would be great. I'd love to take you.
I would love to. I would love for that to happen.
And because we're so close to the coast, to the shoreline, you're not actually going to get a lot of those massive ones, is what I would tell you. A lot of the sharks are local reef sharks. They're only about 1 meter to 2 meters long, and they're going to eat local fish. Now, the one that you will see that is quite amazing is the whale shark. But that's the largest fish in the ocean.
Right?
That's the largest fish in the ocean, but they eat plankton. They eat very small life, so they wouldn't be a threat to you.
I think it would still give me a heart attack if I seen that. But again, you see pictures of it, and I want to see that. That's something I got to experience. So, but now I got the invitation. I got a dive master.
Would love to go.
I'm in good hands now.
5 minutes, 5:20 remaining, in the first period. It's been pretty quick, back and forth, but it's settled down a little bit. Both teams kind of getting into a rhythm here after those 2 early goals from the Big Bulls. Canstars looking to break in. Puck rung all the way behind Dream here. Up to the far boards. Big Bulls looking to break out. Oat trying to tap it out. The Canstars defenseman now. Up to the forward. He taps it down low, dump and chase game. Now Kinborn. Long pass. Well done. Up to 22 there. Stopping. Tried a shot there to Harrison. Didn't quite connect though. Kinborn now circling in front of us. Good tap pass there to Ostamel. Ostamel looking to get through. Taps it along. Both teams playing a little bit of a dump and chase here. Harrison with a good steal now down low. Looking, centering pass. Caught in the feet of the skater there. Followed by the D-man shot that was a little bit wide, I believe. Puck rung all the way around the boards. Stopped there by Harrison. Harrison now at the end boards, behind the Canstars net. Looking, trying to skate away. Up to the sideboards. Unfortunately broken up there by the Canstars. Had a chance there. Canstars doing a good job there at 46, following it up. Nice forecheck, harassing, trying to wrap around, and Dream got there just in time. Nice idea, trying to catch him off guard. Ken Kimball with the puck, tapped into to Bauer. Oh, it's Ernesto. That's Ernesto, number 22, Ernesto Bauer. Now to Harrison. Back down to Ernesto. Now the Canstars have it. Back and forth. Slowly looking for an outlet. Tapped off the boards. Goes to the Big Bulls now. Kinborn again with the puck. Down low in his own zone, looking for an outlet pass. Long, good pass to Ernesto, right on the tape. Over to Harrison. Couldn't quite connect. Right idea there. It was a good, nice passing play, good rush. Just couldn't quite execute. Canstars now. He lost control of the puck, but he's going to follow it up. Number 19 there. Tried a centering pass, but a good stick by Kinborn. Keep your stick on the ice, guys. There you go. Nice shot. Saved by Dream, though. Rung around the far boards up to number 11. That's Golf. Golf looking to break in, but broken up by the Canstars. Leaving it for a change there, it looks like. Both teams making some changes. Canstars trying to get in now. Long shot glove by Dream. Tossed to the corner. Rung around the back, over to Kinborn. Kinborn, head up, looking. Long pass again, right on the tape. Such good accuracy from Ranger, and that's a shot and goal. Excellent long pass from Kinborn. Hit number 26 in stride. 26. He's not on my roster.
96.
Is that Matty?
Yeah. 96.
No, oh, excuse me, 96. Thank you. Better eyes than me. That's Alistair. Alistair Fawcett, treasurer of the SHL, with a nice goal there after an excellent long pass from Ken Kinborn. Thank you.
No worries.
With that goal, it's now 3-0 Big Bulls with 1:45 remaining in the first period. Canstars, they've had a couple chances, but nothing really grade A, I would say. Dream has done a good job, as well as the defenseman, of just keeping everything to the outside. And just like that, the announcer's curse.
There it is.
Canstars get right back in it.
They want you to keep talking.
Nice goal there by, I believe that was number 26. Moo. Oh, it's a Moo. That's another SHL veteran. Moo. Good job, Moo. I believe he's also on the Thai national team. Moo.
He wasn't this year.
Not this year? Okay.
Yeah. He's one of the names I've heard, though, many times.
Well, good job by Moo to get the Canstars back in this, back to a 2-goal deficit. Worst lead in hockey.
That's right. Or 5-1.
Canstars looking to break out. Nicely done there by Alex Phelps of the Big Bulls. Phelps now following it up there, doing a good job just harassing the Canstars. You can also see it in the size advantage here. A lot of the foreigners have several inches and several kilos on their Thai counterparts.
Oh, yeah.
Opportunity here down low, shot and a goal. Just kind of an errant play there. And number 14 followed that up well. That's Poo, another SHLer and another Thailand national team player, I believe.
Yeah, he had a huge tournament for us in South Africa. He was one of our go-to guys. He was scoring some good goals for us.
And unless something exciting happens, this is the last 10 seconds of the first period. Puck's going in front of us. Rung around by Canstars. 2 seconds. That's going to do it for the first period. This is Hockey Night in Thailand.
This is breaking news from ThailandTV.news. Now all the Thailand news is in one place. The latest reports from around the clock and around the world. Breaking Thailand news from all the world's top news sources, translated into 11 languages and updated 24 hours a day. Here's Ali with more.
ThailandTV.news has it all. The latest news, weather, and sports updates, plus up-to-the-minute events listings and fun things to do in Thailand. And that's not all. There's also entertainment, lifestyle, and travel news, including the latest visa information. If it's happening in Thailand, you'll find it here at ThailandTV.news.
It's all here at ThailandTV.news. All the latest news, weather, sports, they even cover ice hockey. It's all done at ThailandTV.news. Yes, it's all the Thailand news, all in one place.
And we're back in Bangkok. This is Zach Block along with my director Keith Mueller and Scotty Hockey.
Hey, Zach. What was it like talking to Rory? That must have been exciting. He's got so many colorful stories and anecdotes to tell.
Yeah, it was great. I didn't actually realize he was helping coach the Thailand national team, and we spent a nice little time chatting about their recent tournament in South Africa and kind of the things that he had seen with the program and where things are going in the future. We also chatted about some things to do in Thailand. He said he's not been scuba diving and he'd like to go with me. As a dive master, I'd love to go. So,
wow,
one of my passions here in Thailand and in the world in general. If you ever come and visit, folks, you should enjoy the beautiful blue waters of Thailand.
Yeah, it doesn't get better. It absolutely doesn't get better.
It was an exciting first period, Keith. The Big Bulls came out quickly to a 2-0 lead, scored again before the Canstars finally got on the board, but then Pooh, just before the period ended, brought it back to a 3-goal lead.
Yeah.
And you just kind of see the size and the experience of the Big Bulls really paying dividends against the Canstars here. Much younger, smaller squad.
Just an interesting note on Rory. He played for Brent Sutter in the.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So he played for Daryl Sutter's coaching Calgary right now, and Brent is his younger brother. He won a couple Stanley Cups with the New York Islanders when he was playing, and he also coached the Devils. But then he went back to coaching junior hockey, the Red Deer Rebels, and Rory was one of his players, and Rory said that it's the best coach he's ever had.
Wow. Ernesto trying to get a shot off, does. Oh, and bouncing. What an amazing save by the Canstars goaltender.
That looked like it was going in, and he just made a glove slide right on the goal line.
You love to see that. He's had a rough start to the game, but he's not quitting there. Wraparound attempt by Harrison.
Arsenal tries the McDavid wraparound. Ernesto's showing a fair amount of speed and spunk out there, putting on the pressure here, because we thought the Canstar had the speed, but this period early on, the Big Bulls have taken all the pressure to Canstar.
And the goalkeeper for Canstars, has done well.
Yeah.
He showed some speed going post to post there.
But
it's been peppered back and forth, and that hurts because
that hurts.
He had that one, I think, but he just couldn't quite get his 5-hole down closed quick enough.
It was too bad because when Moose scored that first goal for Canstar, the score was only 3-1, and I thought that was going to put him back in the game. But these two quick goals by
that was Pooh earlier, and now Harrison.
Yeah, that's a 5-1 deficit right now. And
so with 14:30 left in the second period, excuse me, it's a 5-1 lead for
their heads
Big
are
Bulls.
hanging a little bit here.
Yeah.
They've got to try to get some confidence back.
And with that goal by Harrison, the shots on goal are now 14-9 in favor of the Big Bulls. Now it says 9 shots by the Canstars, but I was telling Rory as well, outside of the goal there by Moo, I have not really seen a lot of quality chances from the Canstars.
No, and here's Moo again.
To the credit of the Big Bulls, they've just done a really good job of maintaining possession and not allowing a lot of second chance opportunities in front of Dream. Dream himself has done a really good job of controlling the puck, controlling his rebounds. Roy was mentioning, in his opinion, no matter where you are on the ice, just kind of throw it at the net, try and look for a rebound, try and look for a redirection, crash the net, see if you can get some screens on the goaltender. And I would agree with him, that's one of the best ways to kind of rattle the goalkeeper and get in his grill and score a goal. Doesn't have to be beautiful. Speaking of which, Harrison.
Another one. I don't think the goalie even knew he made that save. Now here's Kenborn with it. I was watching him. He's such a talented player. He makes everything look so
just
easy.
So fluid.
And his tape-to-tape passes. I mean, they're like professional hockey passes. I mean, he's so good hitting a winger breaking out of the zone.
Speaking of which, he hit Alistair Fawcett perfectly, and it just set up Alistair, and Alistair was able to finish it as well. That was the third goal in the first period.
Tape to tape, and a few minutes before that, he'd set up somebody similar in a very similar situation, but the goalie made the save. He just makes it look so easy.
Puck once again very deep in the Canstars goal, But they do a good job of getting this out quickly, and I thought he beat that icing call, but the arrest official disagreed with me. It's just been kind of a tough go here. The vast majority of this game has been played deep in the Canstars zone. They're not getting a lot of relief, and the pressure's just kind of been on us the whole time, us being the Canstars goaltender. Now, I don't know this player, number 9. It's all in Thai, so I couldn't see who he is, but he scored a goal earlier as well, the second goal. His name is all in Thai, unfortunately, number 9.
The owner of the team, Pat Pratch, is actually playing tonight, number 65. He won't take many shifts, but number 9 is a good friend of his.
Okay.
Pratch is somewhat funny in that all the players on this team have swag. Most of the other teams don't demand it, but if you're playing for Pratch, you got to buy the swag. So these guys have kit bags and polo shirts and all kinds of stuff that the other teams don't.
If you are part of the hockey community in Bangkok, you will see Big Bulls gear.
Yeah, and they actually end up paying. Somebody joked that they actually end up playing more for their swag than they do for their right to play in the league. But to be fair, they're probably all the best dressed best test treatment. No,
they're very quality. They're very quality gear, and that's another, as you were saying, great cross-ice pass from Kinborn.
And he just look. He just.
And he makes it look so easy,
like
effortless.
He's doing it sleepwalking.
It's just an easy flick of the wrist.
We'll see that again in with Rory in the second game. We've also got Jesse Starosta standing by here. Zach, would you be up to giving Jesse a
Sure, of course, question? If he wants to have.
Hey, Jesse, would you?
He hates to come on.
Just put him on the spot. Why not, Scott? Just put him on the spot. Don't worry, Jesse. Don't worry.
All right.
So here we
Hi,
are.
Jesse. How are you?
10:45 remaining in the second. Joined by Jesse Starosta, who's going to be playing in our gold medal game. Jesse, what do you think you guys can do to be successful and win the golds?
Well, we played them 2 weeks ago, and we played them real tough. So we got a good look. We know their strengths. We know what we have to do. If we can play the same way we played in the first 2 periods last 2 weeks ago, I think we have a chance.
Now,
and then it's just cracking down on mistakes.
Sure. And now, obviously, it's going to be a tough call. Ooh, going against Roy. That might have...
No call.
Penalty, penalty. So we're going to have a tripping penalty there, but they're going to have an opportunity here. Breaking in. Oh, and Kinborn just couldn't quite corral that puck. But with that net, we're going to have our first power play of the game. Canstars being assessed a tripping penalty. But as you were saying, so you've got a pretty tough task guarding a player of Rory's caliber. What do you do against somebody with such talent?
It's the whole team, to be honest. Rory's great. He's gonna be tough to score on, but we got to shut down their forwards. All right, Rory will try and hit the open man, get the passing going, but we got to shut down Jan, Oleg, and we'll see if Patrick's here this week.
Sure. And, not just Rory, obviously, as well. Roman's playing, great defender as well. That whole squad, G25, is very stacked.
They're stacked, and even the young kids. Tongwan's been playing great, been playing a lot of shinny as well. And the sister, Pra, she's very good also. Yeah,
that's another thing I really love to see about the BIHL. We have a lot of female skaters. I think it's really good to see getting both sexes involved and a lot of youth hockey. You know?
It's great to see the Thai program really developing. And BIHL's come to an end, but it's been a great season.
We got 2 new big rinks coming.
Correct.
Which really is going to take hockey to the whole nother level.
Next time we get a break, Keith can show us. We have a little highlight reel, B-roll of the new rink for our viewers.
Oh, it's fantastic. The ice is great there.
You want to pull it up there? Yeah, thank you, Keith. So Keith's going to pull it up while we're talking. And I personally haven't been. I'd love to come by for a shinny and see their new rink, but it looks fantastic from the videos and the pictures I've seen.
It's there you go. It's state of the art. It's like you'd find back home. It's a pure arena. The ice is great. The change groups are great. The locker room's great. Everything's really nice about it.
Good to hear.
All right, big stop.
So besides you, obviously, should we be watching on the icebreakers tonight?
Watch Ian for the shot from the point. Masada's been on fire all season. Wind's been great. The kids are playing great. Gabor's been great in net. So we're clicking. We're coming out to win this game.
Yeah, besides the big goals, as an SHL guy myself, I recognize most of the icebreakers, your squad as well. And everybody you just mentioned, they're great. Ian from the point, man, he's got such a blistering shot. Masado has done really well. He had an excellent tournament in South Africa.
Unbelievable. Oh. Yeah, Ian's got an NHL caliber shot. He's pro level there.
And he's the most laid-back, nicest guy off the ice that you'd ever meet. You wouldn't
Gentle
even know it.
giant.
I know, right? And then Gabor certainly brings the fire in net.
Gabor played one of the best games I've seen when we played 25G the last time. If he does that again, we can win this one.
He's an interesting guy, similar to Lance Parker in the sense that when they're on,
they are on.
And when they're not on, it can be a lot of lights.
Let's not worry about that part yet. Oh, the ice is wet.
The ice has been. This is something to note for you. The next game, the ice has been very wet tonight.
Okay. Well, the uglier it gets, the better it plays into our game.
Yeah, I mean, that's something to think about. The high-skill guys, they're not going to be able to use their normal moves. Ooh. Harrison there with a nice forehand to backhand.
As you say that, Harrison, pretty high-skilled guy with a nice move, but he did miss, so I guess that's on the water.
we can make fun of him about it later. Yeah, he'll blame the water. 6:45 remaining here in the second period. Shots on goal, 18-11 in favor of the Big Bulls, who are in the lead 5-1. The Canstars, as I was telling Scotty earlier, they just haven't had a lot of clean looks tonight. The Big Bulls have done an excellent job maintaining possession and just controlling the pace of play.
Looks like Big Bulls have a full squad tonight, too. I think that's been a story of their season, is they've been missing a lot of guys.
That puck floated up now behind Dream here, deep in the Big Blue zone. But Kenborn looking to get it out. That pass just in front of Ernesto. Ernesto following up. Oh, that's a check. Well, no call.
You don't see Ernesto on the receiving end of those too often.
No, you don't. And I would have expected an arm up, but we play on here. I guess they decided that a 5-1 lead's enough.
It's playoff hockey.
Fan on the shot there, but following up and just couldn't quite get some mustard on it and was also off the mark. Kinborn, cross-ice pass to number 9, whose name unfortunately is in Thai, and I do not know enough Thai to be able to pronounce it. Alistair in front of us, cross-ice. Broken up there. Kinborn now following up. Circles back, looking for an opening. Circles again. Just such a fluid skater.
He's great. Even
Kinborn
on this
in the far
ice.
corner.
Oh, wow.
Cuts to the middle. He's got a good chance here. Oh, and what a beautiful setup and goal. Ken Kinborn just back and forth up the far boards. Looked for his opening. Cut towards the net. And then right across the goal mouth. Easy tap-in goal. That was number 11, Golf. Golf with the goal there. But that was about 90% Kinborn.
Yeah, he'll get credit with an assist, but that was a major league assist.
He just such a fluid skater and so effortless.
Patience.
Yeah.
He'll just hold, find the right moment, then make that pass.
With that goal, it is now 6-1 in favor of the Big Bulls with 4:50 remaining. Well, the clock is now stopped for some reason. This should be about 4:55 remaining in the second period. For those of you who might not know, we have running time clocks here in the BIHL, but we do have stoppage time in our penalties, unlike the SHL.
Oh!
And a good chance there for the Canstars looking to follow it up, and Dream doing an excellent job going post to post.
Clearing a little water.
A little bit of plowing, yeah. Living in a tropical country, it is sometimes difficult to maintain our ice. And I can see some puddles out there.
It looks sloppy. It looks wet.
Which is unfortunate because just the other night on Tuesday, it was pretty decent quality.
Oh, okay. Who won those games on Tuesday?
On Tuesday, help me here, Keith. Nakaraj has the beautiful goal jerseys, but unfortunately they got beaten handily by their opponent. I'm trying to remember who played against Nakaraj.
I think they played Lion State.
Yeah, actually, I have that opposite. Lion State lost because Dom, my buddy, is on Lion State, and they had a rough game, so that was the opposite.
Okay.
Nakaraj won that game. The other one was OT Light. No, excuse me, OT Underdogs versus... my memory doesn't serve me very well. And the Panthers.
Oh, what a goal!
I heard it ring off the post.
Number 44 here with a shot.
44, that would be first. Or fierced, but I believe that's supposed to be first. It is first.
Okay. That was a nice play. 6-2 now. This game's still a game.
And we still have a whole period plus to go.
If you saw the Battle of Alberta this morning.
Well, that was pretty insane.
This game's not over. Nothing's over.
Yeah, who do you pull for in the playoffs here?
Sorry, in the NHL
playoffs, excuse me.
Montreal's my team, but
okay.
I'm rooting for Calgary, but
and just like that, Friesen just saying, "Hey, we're still in the lead in this game." It's now 7-2. Another guy who just makes it look so easy.
That was
Mike Friesen.
He picked that corner and made it look like it was nothing.
2:30 remaining in the second. Friesen, I believe he'll be captain again this coming season of the Novotel Spitfires.
I think so. Ooh, it's leaking everywhere.
Yeah, it's been wet. We get a couple of drops every now and then. Kinborn now for the Big Bulls. Head up, looking. Long pass broken up by the Canstar. Kind of funny as a layman, you look at this team that I believe is all Thai players, and they have the nice maple leaf right on their chests.
Yeah, I imagine there's a story behind Canstar, but I don't know it yet. How'd they come up with the name?
Oh, good pass to Friesen and follow up there. And just pouring it on here, the Big Bulls. That was a nice pass from Kinborn to Friesen. And then following up on that rebound there, I believe that was Patch. Who is the owner if it was Patch? The owner of the squad. I could be wrong about that. I'd have to check. No, Oates, number 65, that's the owner. Petch must be somebody else. His name's... Yeah, but, well, never mind. I believe Prach with an R is actually the owner, because Scotty said earlier that's 65.
Oh, Prach runs the team.
Correct.
I don't know what owner means exactly, but
runs. Forgive me, either or.
Yeah,
6 or half a
Prach
dozen.
is kind of like the GM, I guess.
GM, that would be a good term. Thank you. So you got to come out more often, Jesse.
Yeah, Jesse, I didn't think we'd get you. You always tell me you don't want to do this, but you're doing a great job here. We should have you at. We need you here at every game. Well, thank you for coming out. I know you're.
Absolutely.
This is a little uncomfortable for you, but we appreciate.
Final 40 seconds of the second period here.
This is great.
Yeah, who doesn't
I'm
love some
looking forward
free
to
hockey?
you guys saying some good stuff about me when I'm on the ice.
Well, I won't lie.
I don't know what that means.
No, I'm joking.
We can only do so much, Jesse.
I just call it like I see it. No, it's been fun. As I say, a fan of hockey for many years. You come to a tropical country and you don't expect to see, this quality. But a lot of our players are semi-professional, former professionals.
It's very high level here.
It's been a lot of fun.
Oh, that's offside.
Ernesto checked, and
All right.
Unfortunately, that's going to end our second period. This has been Hockey in Thailand. Thank you so much, Jesse.
Awesome. Great to be here. Thanks for doing this, Keith. It's always great to watch, and enjoy the third period. I got to go get changed.
And we're back for the third period. Let me get the scoreboard straight. And we'll send it back to Zach Block and Scotty sitting right next to me to do the third period.
Thank you, Keith.
Everybody wants to talk to Zach Block today. We got a queue out here. They're just lining up. They're in the bowling alley actually now. We gotta sort.
They're doing rock paper scissors.
Yeah,
Who's next?
rock, paper,
here?
You can
Who-
only
who to talk
actually
to is,
see the loneliness. No, it's been fun.
Zach's exaggerating. There's a fan club here. There's people wearing it. There's people wearing his T-shirts. There's
I have T-shirts?
T-shirts.
Nobody told me I had T-shirts.
There's autographs. There's actually a Cajun restaurant in Bangkok named after him. They're starting a clothing line soon. I mean, he's famous. He's one of the most famous Louisiana-born citizens to ever grace the shores of Thailand.
I think the owner of Bourbon Street has a better
That's
fight
true.
to that claim.
Doug Harrison. Well, Doug Harrison may be top dog, but you're close. You're up there in the top tier.
So it's 8-2 now, Big Bulls. Unfortunately for the Canstars, they just have never really been able to mount sustained pressure and get back into this game. Just give credit to the players of the Big Bulls. They got a lot of experience, a lot of size, and they've just done an excellent job maintaining possession all night.
But they're also skating really hard. I mean, they're skating much quicker, much faster than I thought they would tonight. I mean, they're really up for this game. Like, I also noticed on defense for Canstar are two young Thai national players, First and Ith, and they're both good young players. But the Big Bulls are just buzzing around. They just keep buzzing and buzzing and buzzing. They look like bumblebees in these something from Saturday Night Live, the old Saturday Night Live, the killer bees. But I mean, they're just buzzing all over the place.
Here's a chance for the Canstars, though. Long shot, unfortunately, didn't get through cleanly. Nice block there by Oat.
Now there's Prach. There's the owner, the de facto owner of this franchise, who hasn't actually played in many games this year, but he's showing up for the final game here. This is the second last game of the BIHL schedule. The elite final game is coming up after this between G25 and Icebreakers A squad, and this is the bronze medal game.
Yeah, we had a nice little conversation just now with Jesse, as you know, and he was telling us his keys to the game. He was saying he thinks Icebreakers are going to have a chance tonight against G25 as long as they can play a complete 3-period game. He said a couple weeks ago when they played, they were really into it. They had an opportunity. He said that was the best game he'd ever seen Gabor play. And if Gabor brought that same level tonight, he really believed in their chances.
They're going to, yeah, it's true, but they're going to have to give everything they have and try to minimize the shots on goal that G25 has, because when they do get a chance, they're so good.
Yeah, top to bottom, it's a very talented roster.
They don't miss much.
Pratch there with 2 nice blocks.
Yeah, he's played well tonight. He actually hasn't got in much action, so he's playing quite well. Well,
and just like that, Canstars get their 3rd goal of the night. Nice sideboard play after Pratch blocked those 2 shots. They went around behind the goal, up this far sideboards. Nice centering pass and good little tap-in from the high slot.
Good to see them not quitting. Good to see them still playing, because it's so easy to kind of toss in the towel when it's an 8-2 score, but they're still fighting. They're still playing. Maybe try to make this differential smaller and smaller before the final buzzer.
Yeah, there's still plenty of time. We got 14 minutes left. It's now 8-3, and if anybody was watching the Calgary-Alberta game,
that's right.
Excuse me, Calgary-Edmonton game, the Battle of Alberta.
Yeah.
No, the game's not over.
Well, we got Ken Kinborn chirping us.
Saying, "Hey, don't talk."
Kinborn chirping us from the ice, with the white helmet.
Yeah, the one guy with the white helmet.
He's trying to be different. He's always got to be different. That
Big
guy.
smile on his face. It's always fun to see Kin play.
He's always got to be different.
Speaking of which, Kinborn got the puck, circling back in front of Dream. Nice work by the Canstar player trying to forecheck him, but Kinborn just shakes it off. He's got such a long reach, such a size advantage.
He just, it's like a guy going for a walk in the park on a Sunday afternoon. It just makes it look so easy. Everything's so easy.
Good job there by the Canstar player to break up that pass, though. Number 19 tried the centering pass, broken up there by Alistair.
Well, there we go.
And now Kinborn using his body to shield the puck. Kinborn back to Alistair. Alistair, that play broken up. Puck now in center ice area to number 9.
Alistair did score a really nice goal earlier, didn't he?
Set up by
shelf.
Ken,
Yeah, top shelf.
Ken back to Alistair.
Alistair's so funny because he's actually a very good hockey player, but he's so humble that he'll never admit that he's any good. He's one of the few British-born players that we have, but he's got a lot of speed, and he can play well offensively and defensively, but he's just so humble that he'll never admit to being any good at all.
He is a very nice guy. With that offsides play, Canstars have to retreat out of the Big Bull zone.
So we got a change in net, here? No, Jimmy's in net.
Oh, is it Jimmy now?
Yeah, Jimmy's in net. I didn't notice that. Dreams on the.
Oh, thank you. So Jimmy's going to get the final period here.
Now Jimmy's back to Thailand, but he spent a lot of amount of his time growing up in California, where Keith has spent a lot of years recently. Keith was telling me before
30 years. Yeah.
We asked Keith last time about some of the very interesting people that he's worked with in his broadcasting career. And tonight at dinner, he mentioned that he'd actually worked with the very famous announcer Kirk Gowdy.
My very first game I ever did anything with NBC Sports, I was a lowly production assistant. And we had Kirk Gowdy and I think Len Dawson, and I was trying to think of who it was. He was the color. Len Dawson was the color guy, if I recall, or maybe another game I did.
Well, Lenny Dawson, the former Kansas City Chiefs quarterback in the old AFL.
It was a pleasure, and Kurt was in the winter of his career for sure, but it was still a pleasure to someone that had like 50 years of experience then. And then I actually went to college with his son Trevor Gowdy. Him and I actually made a movie together.
Really?
Yeah, in filmmaking class.
Really? What was the movie about?
Well, it was a movie assignment filmmaking class of everybody had to make a film on death. The theme of the film had to be death by a doorknob. So you had to somehow death
by doorknob.
Yeah, that had to be in the theme of the movie. So then you could take it from there. So the teacher had 20 years of filmmaking 101 of death with a doorknob movies.
I don't know. I don't even know how to even answer that.
Well, yeah, it's a famous thing at the film school, and there's some really very clever ideas. I always thought they should release that, all of them just because they're all short films, And
but how did you decide to dive by doorknob? How did your film end?
I've tried, I don't know.
You don't remember?
I don't remember. I think we had it where we were pulling somebody's tooth at the end, and the doorknob came flying out of the door instead of the tooth.
Okay. Right to the cranium.
Right. I think that, if I recall, that's what happened. But
Death by doorknob. I mean, it sounds like something that Raimi would do. Death by doorknob.
Right.
Sequel number 4.
Yeah. When we were on sequel on that, when we took the class, the teacher had been teaching that class for 20 years, so there was hundreds of these death by door.
Were there any broomsticks involved? Was it bed knobs and broomsticks, or just?
No, it had to be death by a doorknob. Yeah. However, somehow the doorknob has to be involved and die from it. That had to be the theme.
I wonder if the winning team will get some brash doorknobs tonight. I'm not sure. We'll have to.
They might get a pair of skis with all this water.
They might, yeah.
Or a towel.
The funny thing is, it is interesting, isn't it? Because the ice was clean.
On Tuesday it was clean, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm surprised, to be honest.
And this is the final game. They're going to have to pick
and maybe
that
it's
water
my
up.
imagination, but I feel like I can...
I think the Zamboni put too much water down.
Maybe
really
the icebreakers have paid some money here to slow down G25. We don't know. have to do an in-depth investigation into the...
Well, it is going to affect them as well.
Into the Zamboni.
And it could be my imagination, but I also feel that it's not as cold as it was on Tuesday.
No, you're right.
It's like a heat wave in here tonight. I mean, it's 19. It says on the scoreboard here.
I can't believe that.
Well, it is warmer for sure.
Well, on that note, if it is anything true, it was 17 on Tuesday. So that couple of degrees, For those of you who don't believe in global warming, we're looking at it on the ice.
Just commenting on number 3, Alex Phelps for Big Bulls.
Yeah, he's done great.
But the funny thing is, he's just always in the right place at the right time. He doesn't do anything fancy. He's a lot like the former NHL player Jay Boomeister. He's just there. He always knows where to be. Again, they're a perfect example. He doesn't make a lot of but he's always got the right pass, the right offensive move. He's always in the right place. Very, very sound hockey player. And he comes from the hockey hotbed of rural Kentucky, if you can believe it. So he's a Kentucky boy who decided not to forgo football and basketball and concentrated on hockey.
What a guy. Kind of reminds me a bit of Nick Dromelson. Just a stay-at-home defenseman.
That's a good
He's
point.
never gonna flash you, but he just does the right play at the right time.
Well, and funny enough, Hydrostrom's, I can never pronounce his last name, partner was Aduya for years.
Oh, Aduya, that's right.
And Aduya just texted me yesterday. Apparently, he's planning on coming back in Christmas.
Oh, how great!
Yeah, he's planning on coming back at Christmas and doing a training camp in the new rink.
How fun!
So it should be great to see him and catch up with him. He was playing with us just before he went back to join the Chicago Blackhawks in the 2012-2013 season, where he actually assisted on the Stanley Cup winning goal.
And with that goal by Harrison, it is now a 9-3 lead for the Big Bulls. Yeah, for those of you who might not know, Scotty was talking about, we're discussing Johnny Oduya, former NHLer, Stanley Cup champion with my Chicago Blackhawks. Back in the 2013 lockout season, he came here to Thailand, like many of the NHLers. They just went to a foreign country and chose a place to go. And Johnny, of all places, decided to go to Thailand. And he really, in the last decade, has helped spark this revolution and growth in the interest in hockey. And he comes back every season if he can. Yeah. And he participates in the SHL and hosts youth training camps. And something that he still does that has always been something that I've appreciated is he sponsors a scholarship every season for a young SHL Thai player to be able to play hockey.
Yeah, and he trains a lot of the young Swedes who are in the NHL, like the Kempis and Oliver Killington, who's with Calgary. And he's talking about at one time in the future, he's building a house in Samui that they'll come and train there with him. So that'd be pretty interesting to see about 14 or 15 young NHL stars on Samui going to their
Thai
places.
beaches. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's
getting the hard work in.
Yeah, I mean, it's much more fun for them to train down there than it is to train up in the Big
Bangkok
Smoke.
or wherever they might be.
Yeah.
5:45 remaining in the game, or I should say in regulation. Excuse me. We've seen stranger things.
It'd be a tough one. Six goals in less than 5.5 minutes. But you're right. I mean, but the thing is that the Big Bulls are just playing so well tonight. They really brought their game. John Sheknovsky is not playing. Is he?
I have not seen him tonight.
No, I didn't see him either. John is the president of the SHL. And is usually on this team, but could have a work commitment.
And always a fun conversation.
Yep. There's no
Another
doubt.
guy filled with stories is a
he's
20 or 30 year FBI veteran here in Bangkok. Always an interesting conversation. A lot of fun guys with different stories in Bangkok.
Yeah, well, imagine the places that he's had to arrest people in Bangkok.
Yeah.
It's just,
Well,
that alone,
and imagine
that alone is hilarious.
And imagine the hundreds of games you've seen in your career, Keith. We all have our feathers in our caps.
Yeah.
He was the FBI agent who found David Carradine, but we won't go into that story.
Oh, boy.
because,
No.
that
You
was-
guys
So
can
that's
look
what
that
I'm
one up
saying.
online.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
look that one up online. We can't. We're not going there.
No.
4:30 remaining in the third. Shots and goal are 25-17 in favor of the Big Bulls.
Well, that's 4 minutes to go. 4:25.
We should ask Pratchett sometime about the decision to go with the Big Bull's name. Was it after a big water buffalo he'd known at a young age, or
Good post-to-post there by Dream,
that was nice.
stopping that wraparound attempt. You just see the water coming off the ice here.
Oh, there they go again. Big Bull's coming in. The number 9's
Number
played
9,
quite
he's
well
played
tonight.
very well tonight. I have to ask him after the game what his name is. I don't know enough Thai. Puck comes all the way down
There's
to Kinborn.
Ken. Ken's just kind of gone through the motions tonight, but Ken going through the motions like most guys going 100%. He's just so good.
And he's doing it all by himself here. His whole team
No,
went
I
on
know,
change.
I know. He's got such a nice demeanor too. He knows when to be mean if he has to, but for the most part, he's got a nice demeanor and realizes who he's playing against and doesn't try to rub it in their face, even though he could at almost any point in time.
Got some lively boards here.
He's half Thai, half Swedish. and
Swedish, yep.
His Thai family comes from down in the south in Phuket. So Ken can be found many times down in Phuket, playing in the small rink down there where he coaches sometimes.
And for our viewers, please stick around. In about 20 minutes, we're going to have the gold medal game, 25G at Icebreakers A. Unless a miracle, in the next 3 minutes, we're going to be crowning the Big Bulls our bronze medalists. But I'll give some credit to the Canstars. You know, they never were able to get great momentum, but they never quit in this game. But unfortunately, with that goal, it is now double digits for the Big Bulls.
Let's give a thank you to our team tonight for the first game.
Big thank you to Keith Mueller, our executive producer and director.
You're
Our
welcome.
camera ladies, Papang, Jin, Ellie, and Opor. Excuse me, Opor, sorry. Our associate producer, Rob Palmer. And sitting next to me, Scotty Hockey, the grandfather himself.
It's too bad the ESPYs don't have an award in this part of the world, because I think that Keith would be definitely nominated for Producer of the Year for sporting events in Southeast Asia.
Going above and
Oh,
beyond.
thank you.
Going
Thank you
above
very
and
much.
beyond. He directed games even from California. It's a global broadcast.
That's right. That took two. Yeah, that was
That's
nice.
not easy.
That was something. Even I was amazed that we were able to pull that off.
Considering there's a 15-hour time difference.
Yeah, it was 5:30 in the morning. You gotta love hockey for that.
There's Moo. Oh, just the water. The Moo could have scored there.
Oh, and
but
there's
the water,
some people falling down and
people
he's getting up dripping.
The water's making the saves now.
Oh, my gosh.
But yeah, these guys are going to have to dry out their equipment tonight because they're going to be soaked. Unfortunately, Mega Bagnat's held up pretty well this year, but unfortunately in this final night, it's been the ice is very, very wet indeed.
Evidence of it there. That cross ice pass just sailed.
So we're going to see how this is going to affect the second game, and I think it will actually benefit the Icebreakers because it will slow down. It should slow down G25 a little bit.
Canstars player.
Canstars
circling
just
behind. Up to the blue line now. Low-high game. Tried a bit of a deflection off of that big blue player, but didn't quite work.
Ken just does that outlet pass so easily. Again, he hit Poo there. Not as long as some of his other ones, but again, nice tape-to-tape marker.
Final 40 seconds of regulation.
Yeah.
Well, I think it's pretty much set here with 30 seconds now.
Here we go. Move.
Oh, and a goal!
Oh, okay, so made it. Well, it's an interesting score. It's something you'd hear in a Los Angeles police car, but you'll hear it here
10-4.
now, 10-4.
There you go.
1 out of 12.
With
Anyway,
that goal, it's going to be 10-4 now.
With 15 seconds left, I think that's going to...
I think that's going to do it for us here.
10-4 score.
So final score, I'll call it now, 10-4, Big Bulls over the Canstars.
You can go to the cashier's window in Vegas and collect your
shots on goal.
collect your
Ended up
winnings.
being 29-18 unless we get one final shot, and we don't. We're going to stick around for a few moments to watch the medal ceremony. And for you viewers out there, please stick around. Remember, our gold medal game coming up next, 25G at Icebreakers A, going to happen in about 15 minutes. I want to give a big thank you to Rory and Jesse for stopping by out of the blue.
No, that was great.
And having some conversation with me.
We're screening future interviewees for you now, Zach, because it's hard for us. The woman who was taking her clothes off, we couldn't bring her in. I'm sorry, that wasn't gonna go. That wasn't gonna go. So we're just gonna screen them more selectively moving forward.
And always something you love to see in hockey. Both squads coming out, going to the handshake line, respect mutually.
Yeah, they've been.
Yeah, it's the only sport that really does that, and it's always been what makes hockey special. Kind of leave it on the rink,
Yeah, it's amazing too, because these guys have really been fighting it out just recently, and they're able to just kind of.
And here they come with the bronze medal.
Here comes Mike Friesen and Jimmy.
Okay, I think they're going the other way around. Usually they do the runner up first, but they're giving the winners their.
Do the runner ups get a medal
A participation.
Oh, but they get
medal,
to participate.
maybe?
They usually
It's
get
fourth?
something. They usually
Okay.
get something,
Okay.
unless they forgot the
A
medal.
coupon that for a Prime Burger,
That
possibly.
could be.
Harrison, Alex, and Ernesto.
And that was a free one for you, Prime Burger, but we're coming for you as a sponsor.
Yeah.
Oh, it's pretty great. For those of you who
they're
haven't
the
visited,
best.
on Sukhumvit Road, and they also have locations.
I'm from California, where we're partial to In-N-Out Burger, but I have to tell you, this Prime Burger gives it a run for. It's a different type of burger. It's not the same, but it gives it a run for money. I'll tell you, I'm a big fan, and I'm a big fan of In-N-Out too. But
They just opened one on Tonglor as well.
Yeah.
oh, did they? Yeah, and there's one in Pattaya down in by Tree Town.
Yeah.
Which is delicious. They do it the same way. I don't know how they season it or what they do, but it's well done. Well, they aren't going to get a participation medal, so we're going to pop out here so we can sign back on, actually. So thank you very
everybody.
much, gentlemen. Let me say goodbye. Let me get you guys on for one more second.
Okay.
And there you go. There's your team.
Zach Block here,
come on. There's
Scotty
Scotty.
Hockey.
Okay.
Thanks,
And
guys.
Keith, our executive
guys.
producer director, will be back in about 15 minutes for the gold medal game. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you.
This has been a presentation of Thailand TV.tv, winner of the SHL Golden Mike Award for excellence in broadcasting for Hockey Night in Thailand.